Welcome back to Gomer's Games Short Vanilla Tips. Alright, today we are going to go over the vanilla mass transit that is available for your cities. Over the last few videos here, we've built this small village. We're up to 2,200 people. Everything's going pretty good. Really don't have any error message anywhere except for missing some workers right here. But other than that, making about $2,400 a week, or 2,400 simoleons, clams, whatever you want to say, making 2,400 a week, so we're doing pretty good. The mass transit for your city, the vanilla game, click on the mass transit here, and you have buses, and the only thing that will be in your vanilla menu will be literally just the bus depot and the lines, and that's it. There isn't anything else available there. Once you place the bus depot down, the lines will become available, and then we're going to actually go over that in a couple videos here. We'll place lines for all the vanilla mass transit. We'll place lines, so we'll go over that. But the bus requires a depot, so you have to find a location for that. Fairly good sized building. It's not horribly sized, but it is pretty good size. It requires electricity and water, just like most other buildings there. But I think we're gonna probably put it right there on the next video. That's a nice place for it. We may put it right there actually. But we'll find a place for it. The next one that is available, in vanilla. This is trolley buses, trams, and metro. The next one available, vanilla, is metro, and I believe it is available with the patches. I think you can do the above ground metro now. Oh, they call it elevated metro. And there's a couple different stations there for the elevated. You have one that's elevated, and then you have one that is ground level. That is a couple different options there. But you have to place a station, and then once you place a station, the tracks become available, and then the routes become the line tool becomes available. And then you can create lines between stations. The other one available is train, and most maps have train lines available in the game. Looking for one here. To turn this haze off. Here's one here. Goes down, goes around. It looks like it goes to these old abandoned factories here. And then there's one over here. Yeah, one over here. That one goes over and out of the city. And then the other line goes down. It looks like it splits right here. So it probably goes out of the city on this side, yeah. And then this one loops down. It goes out of the city on that side. So a couple different options there as far as rail, but we'll have to get to them by building more city tiles or buying more city tiles to have access to the rail. I guess we do have limited access right here, but we'd have to build a bridge over the interstate, over the rail, come back down, put a station in, then build a bridge over the river, and then back over the river again. That would be a very expensive process for a town of only 2,200 people, so that's not going to happen. I believe that is the only other vanilla for transportation that you could place. The way the train would work is you could build, say you were wanting to build a couple different villages or towns on this map. You could build one right here and then come over here and then build another village over here or something in that effect, and you would connect it with a rail. that type of thing. Metro is mainly for larger cities connecting different districts of the cities, and the buses are uh, local neighborhood, uh, going from neighborhood to get neighborhood, um, transfers, that type of stuff. The next one, the only other thing that I think is available on here, yeah, that's available in vanilla is the air transportation. And without any of the DLCs or anything, you have this airport, and you just basically place it down. And these are airlines right here. Those are the routes that the aircraft take. So you would just place it right here, and you need an extremely flat area before you could build it. But then airlines would start to land and bring tourists and people into your village or into your city. Um, Extremely expensive. Looks like it's yeah, $150,000 or 150,000 with 4,800 a week in expenses. So it's quite expensive. But there is a couple DLCs you can get. Industries gives you a cargo airport. Industries also gives you the cargo hub, which is just a larger cargo airport. And then there's the blimp for tourists. Actually, correction, that is a transportation system also. That comes with mass transit. And then there is the helicopters, and that comes with Sunset Harbor. Now, with all that being said, well, you do have a couple different ones that come with mass transit. The international airport comes with mass transit, and the metropolitan airport comes with Sunset Harbor. So that finishes that off. But with all that being said, once the airport DLC came out, and you purchase it, that changed the ball game. That changed it. It pretty much makes all the rest of those obsolete. But anyway, and then we'll go over now the rest of the video here. Another couple minutes. We're just going to go over the rest of these DLC transits real fast. The trolley buses that comes with Sunset Harbor, and they work kind of like buses and trams. They do need lines, so it's more like a tram system. Work that's for local neighborhoods, maybe connecting neighborhoods together, neighborhoods to downtown. Trams, kind of the same system, exactly the same, neighborhood to neighborhood. Um, Stops every couple blocks, something to that effect. Metro, we've already went over that. Trains, we've already went over. There is a ferry system in the game now with mass transit, and you basically connect one side of the river to the other with a ferry, or maybe the same side of the river connecting neighborhoods. If you had a neighborhood out here, you could put a ferry stop, and then you could have another ferry stop here, so connecting two neighborhoods. To do that, there is cargo harbors and a cruise harbor in there that we'll go over later videos, but those are available in vanilla. And then there's canals that you can actually make that are available with mass transit. The airline, we've already went over that. The airport DLC, you basically create a custom airport, and you would clear out an area and then just build an airport. This is the monorail system, comes with mass transit, mainly connects, runs around downtown, connects downtown from one section to another, maybe connects the airport to downtown, or the bus depot to downtown, something to that effect. And then cable cars, basically if you have any high altitude stuff, that's what mostly they're used for. I personally don't use them in the game very well, or very much, but basically connecting one area, like if you had a city here and then you had a neighborhood up here that was connected by a huge drop, you could use that, I guess. Taxis, place taxis in the city that comes with mass or after dark, excuse me, and those work just pretty much like buses, but they don't carry as many people. But it makes your city a little, gives it a little spark, gives it a little uniqueness. And then finally, the tours here that comes with Park Life, and that adds to your tourists, adds to your attractability, your attractiveness of the city. Gives your tourists something to do, brings in the tourist dollars, and you set up routes based on historical sites. You can have walking tours or hot air balloon tours, bus tours, a bunch of different things there. And then the rest of these are hubs that have come with different DLCs that connect different modes of mass transit. So there you have a train and a metro. So it has a stop for a metro and a stop for a train. Here, this one here is a metro platform. It looks like it ends with with a train also. So it's a train station with metro station built in. So there's several different options here. You have to explore those. Here's comes with Sunset Harbor is the inner city bus hub, and the inner city bus hub with a metro stop, and the inner city bus hub. So that brings in tourists and people from other cities from outside the area there. In the United States, that would be similar to a Greyhound bus stop, something like to that effect. It would bring in people to your city. So those are quite large, as far as the buildings go. They're pretty good size there. And let's see. I think that's it for Metro. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and share the video with anybody that you think would benefit from the tips here. And if you have any comments or questions, feel free to leave those in the comment section below. And we'll see you next time. This is Gomer Games.